All right, guys. So we made it. We don't have much time to chit chat. This is our, it's like two degrees out right now. This is our first time in a while doing something this, risky. We only got about 8 real items each aside from cold. We'll get more into detail about that later. For now, we've never been to these woods before. We still got to find a spot, figure out what kind of shelter we're doing, set up shelter, and get a fire going. We got no lighters, we got no fire starters, got a Ferris rod and a knife. Got a lot to do, little time. All right, guys, so I think we found the perfect spot, super flat. We got a lot of trees to tie off to. We got a ton of deadfall around this whole spot. We're having problems. We're going through GoPro battery like crazy because of the cold. So we're gonna try to get this shelter set up, get our bed set up, tuck the batteries inside Carl's wool blanket, and start collecting firewood. We're gonna have to get some dry stuff, get some shavings. We got Carl's little Ferris rod that came with his knife. That's all we really got to start a fire. No fire plugs, no fat wood, no nothing.
No lighters.
So it's the real deal now, baby. It's like 3 degrees out. My toes are already numb. I want to fill you guys in. GoPro batteries, 10 seconds, dead. Garbage, too cold. But we're gonna figure this out. We got Carl's phone going for now. We're gonna film as much as we can on here because we're gonna do the best we can out here, guys. Going from that tree to that tree. Got a lot of deadfall, a lot of dead stuff that snaps real easily.
So then you got a second knot, and you'll jam this knot against that. But first we got to pull all the paracord through. So you want this knot, just kind of tighten it down and then slide it to the tree. And as we move it across, you'll see it slide down to this knot. Boom. So now it's jammed up against there, and that's tight as can be. That's not going to come loose. However, if you pull this, it comes loose.
Let's get it a little higher.
You want to be about nose about this high. You don't want to be too high. We can always raise it later. We only have 10 by 10 tarps, and we want it to touch the ground. If we had 12 by 12, you could go a little higher. Nice. So you're gonna go underneath. You're gonna go through that hole once, twice. Nothing fancy, just going through that hole twice. All right. So I went through here twice. Now you're going underneath, and you're gonna go through the outside hole once. Nice and simple. And you just kind of pull these down. All right. So now I can pull on this and make it as tight as I want. If I want to loosen it, if I want to need. Sometimes when you do the tarps, you want to loosen it, so you just tighten it, or pull it that way. You pull it this way, it's tight. And then if you want, you can just do one of them, and it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to leave it like that while we set up the first tarp. And again, if I need to raise it, it's easy to do. There you go. I'll get the camera, we'll tie the press. Alright, so I pre-tied some loops. I threw a beaner on it. We're gonna put these up, the plastic knots. Alright, usually this will be a working end, but I'm gonna make this my working end. I'm gonna go through once, twice, 3 times. dress up my knots a little bit. Nice and neat. So now this is my press group. Okay. So we're just gonna clip this. My hands are freezing, excuse me. I'll do another one on the other side. These aren't holding real good, and they have to go with a maybe bank line. I went with a thicker ridge line, but it's not so bad. So we're good. And I can slide this left and right as needed. Now we're gonna take out the back. I'll show you how that looks like in a minute.
1 10x10 tarp so far, a little bit of paracord. I did stake here, 4 stakes so far. I used the back side of the axe to hammer them in. Ground is frozen solid. And then I just buried them. That shit will be frozen solid in no time. Probably gonna see how this is covered up with snow. We'll do that all along the outsides, keep the air out. Also here up on the ridge line, you'll see we got a nice gap. We're gonna leave a nice gap. We're gonna have a nice gap on the other one too. We might close it off a little bit, but we wanna let the smoke escape because we're gonna have a fire right in the center here. And we're gonna sleep in this bad girl out here in these sub-zero temperatures. That's what we do here on Camping Adventures with Carl. See you guys soon.
So we got one tarp on this side and one tarp on this side. Almost looks like an octagon tent. I got my Articus reflective blanket, waterproof. So that's the bottom. That's my one piece. My wool blanket's the second piece. Over there's my air mattress. That's the third piece. I got a headlamp on top of my bag. That's the fourth piece. My pot is the fifth piece. Cordage is the sixth piece. Saw over there. What's that, 7? And 8. I may get some arguments from you guys. Is my knife. Now, if you notice on my knife is a Ferris rod. I bought this as one piece of gear. It came together. It's a knife kit with a fire starter. This is one piece of gear. If you think it's 2, comment down below, let me know.
Right on the knot, yo. I picked the best spot. Damn, whatever. We gotta go through it now. Hardwood. So I decided to try to make a homemade fire starter. I just took a piece of my toilet paper and I forgot I had some chapstick in my pocket. So that's like a wax, which usually burns well. Wax is, you know. There we go. Now get some little stuff on there. So remember, guys, the key to getting a fire started in tough conditions is just not getting discouraged. Try to think outside the box. I didn't even realize I had chapstick on me, but that came in beautiful. All right, let's build some coals and we'll see you guys soon.
Be careful. That's my remote. Man.
Focus in. 15.6 and dropping. Good stuff. Shelter's still standing. Fire's still blazing. Venison and chicken is still cooking. And rice. Let's go.
The venison is awesome. Juicy and cooked.
Fahrenheit. It's gonna be a good night. The plan is to dig a nice little hole, fill it with some sticks, throw some coals in it, hot coals, throw little tiny pieces of wood and keep a real tiny controlled fire, and get some sleep tonight. See how it goes.
Chicken's still sitting there.
Okay.
Cooking.
Can't check the time. All right, we got 12.6 still. 12.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna take this baby off, bring it in our shelter for a little bit. See what we got going on in there.
Fire. I buy an air mattress. I buy the $35 ones. And I bought the wide one, which I thought would be great for me, but things like a queen size mattress, so I can't even spread it out because I gotta stay away from the fire.
So he didn't even inflate it. He's just using it as another layer between him and the snow.
Yeah. I think I'll be all right.
I'm tired, man. I'm gonna put my PJs on. I'm gonna freaking put my mask on, put my gloves on, and I'm gonna pass out, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. So we'll catch you all in the morning. Anything exciting happens, we will check back in with you. Exciting, like the whole tarp melts.
Please stop. Fire was a bust.
Our fire. We made it till around 3 o'clock in the morning. We took turns sitting there feeding it, trying to keep it going. A lot warmer when we had the fire going, but it melted the snow, as you can see. And you melt snow, you get water. And water put out the fire. It would smoke it up in here. And we took a stick and opened up that gap. So a lot of the heat disappeared too. You don't say anything to YouTube?
Good morning, guys.
Alright. We're gonna make some coffee.
This is some more Skohansky type of shit right here, Cal. Good morning, YouTube. Slept like a rock, despite the fire. After the fire went out and I didn't have to worry about my sleeping bag catching on fire, I just zipped it up all the way. At first I left it unzipped just in case of an emergency. I had to get out real quick. I thought it'd be smart to leave it unzipped. After the fire, after I gave up on the fire, I zipped that baby up, slept like a rock. Just couldn't roll over because then you would mess everything up underneath you and my face would hit the roof, which would be all wet. But I don't know, man. We slept till like 11 o'clock a.m. Yeah, we stayed up late, but it was the awesome experience. I'm glad I got that under my belt. Next time we'll take more time to make the fire pit better and get some rocks underneath of it so we're not just fighting a puddle the whole time. It'll be perfect.
Oatmeal in the morning. I need a spoon.
Don't forget, guys, pitchcampwithus at gmail.com. If anyone wants to join us, if you're not into cold weather, you know, we wait till spring and summer. If you're into fishing, come on us with do a fishing trip, camping trip. If you want to go kayaking, we're definitely going to do more kayaks down the Delaware and hopefully maybe Susquehanna River this year. If you guys like what you see, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to us. That thumbs up button helps us out a lot as well.
Perfect.
That's what I like to hear.
Like mom's kitchen.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, folks. This is the spot where I slept. You can see I melted all the snow down to some ice.
This is like 5 straight inches of black ice. Shit ain't no joke, man.
All right, we're heading out. We gotta clean
I
up.
hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, thanks. Again, if you want to consider liking and subscribing, that'd be wonderful. Helps us out a lot. And can't wait to get back out here and make more great content for you guys.
Visit us on Instagram, Camping Adventures with Carl. Share, like, comment, all the good stuff.
If you want.
If you want.
Saw a guy.
We're gonna clean up.